was an inclusion experience to be with typical peers, even though that kid was autistic. The OAL disagreed with me. The federal court, Judge Chesler, ruled in our favor. What I'm saying to you here is the parent has a right, and these are public school parents, to get as a related service. On the related service page, there are such things as OT, PT, speech, and transportation. We have an obligation to bus the child. We make every effort, from what I'm hearing. I am not involved, but I assume you make every effort. And then there apparently is this negotiation, which again I'm hearing, which gets us to this price.
I want to know when was the last time we had a negotiation that you did?
I am not involved, so I can't answer. You haven't.
I don't think there was any negotiation. I think we should try to have one.
I'd like to also ask Gus one more question, please, through the chair, if it's okay?
Yes.
Yes. I heard today that Jackson voted down courtesy busing. So I'd just like to know from my own head, how much money does Lakewood pay for courtesy busing?
There's two things that you have to understand. There's courtesy busing, and then there's hazardous route busing. And it's my understanding from what we have discussed in the past, that without the intervention of the Lakewood Police Department, the busing we do that's under the remote threshold is considered hazardous busing. So there is quite a difference. Jackson, and it was my understanding that Jackson in fact backed off on the various items that they were planning to do. They did not approve the entire package of recommendations that came from Mr. Olkowitz, their transportation director. But I will certainly check on that tomorrow, Mr.
If you don't mind. Thank you.
Any other questions on the agenda?
Yes, page 5, letter Q. I know we talked about it in the back, but I'm just remembering now all of the complaints that we had from the security people that were at the high school, in the middle school, about some of the lack of security that they were providing for the school. I would like to make a motion that we put this out for bid to see if any other security firms would be willing to take that on.
I second it.
I third it.
Okay, we have, so what we could, and thank you for the cameraman votes in favor too. What we could do is table this. Let's do this for the sake of the person who is doing 10 people's jobs to my left. If we could, is there a motion to table page 5? Well, actually, we can't do that. We're in the middle of a vote. So if you could, at that time, you could vote no if you want to Q, and then we can get back to, as a legal matter, putting this out to bid.
In the past, we've just had a all in favor to table it on the motion, because whoever made the motion.
Actually, we never had that in the minute, and if we did, we were in error.
Well, what you could do is that the person who made the motion can revise his motion to not include item Q.
I understand that.
Through the chair.
Well, before we go, could we try to settle this one? Who made the motion here?
Mr. Grunhut.
Mr. Grunhut, are you willing to say approve the agenda with the 2 removals we spoke about earlier, and to remove page 5Q?
Yes.
Okay, the person who seconded it, Mr. Zlakin, are you in favor of that?
Yes.
Okay, we've now accomplished that. Okay, next.
Through the chair,
Yes.
last meeting, the board approved.
We're staying on the agenda for now. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Are we voting on it?
Well, we're finishing discussion on the agenda. Trace, are you okay?
No.
Okay, then we're
But
not.
vote, because there's vote.
Trace, let's vote.
Yeah, vote. Let's vote.
Okay, if you could call the vote, which is to approve the agenda minus those, I believe it's 3 items.
Mr. Fink?
Before I vote, I just want to say something. I'm shocked and appalled at the instability that I, as a board member, see between the administration and the administrators, and therefore, I am voting yes on page 5, letter O, letter P, page 19, item 28, and no on everything else.
Could you repeat that, please?
He might not be, he said page 5, letter O and E, he's voting yes. He can correct me.
Correct.
Page 19, he's voting yes for letter, I missed that one too.
28, the interim VA. And
Okay.
I'm voting no on everything.
You're
else.
voting yes for the interim, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Who, by the way, Arlene, can you stand up for a second? Arlene Masada, has more than, she is a retired VA, 24 years plus experience. She was a county VA in Hudson, for the county in Hudson, and will get the benefit if you're approved shortly. Okay, the next person to vote, who would that be?
Mrs. Vecchio?
Yes.
Mr. Seidler?
No.
Mr. Silver?
I will vote no with the exception of page 5, letter O, and page 5, letter P, and page 19, 27, and 28.
Hold on, let's just get this. Yes.
Mr. Tiff?
Yes, to page 5, letter M,
Was that M or N?
and Mike,
Mike, sorry.
yes, to 5M. Yes to 5M, yes to 5O, yes to 5P,
Trace, just go a little slow, she's writing.
M-O-P, yes, and no to everything else. No to the whole agenda.
Mr. Slacken?
Yes.
Mr. Grunman?
Now I'll make my comment. No stability, because you got a board that doesn't approve teachers. Thank you, my vote's yes.
Give us a second to tally the latest tally.
Saying no to the
Hey, hold it.
teachers is not the only thing that.
Oh,
that-
Trace.
Well, you made a comment.
I know, but we're just, okay, so you do that, but we haven't figured this out.